You know the game's gonna be good when it doesn't give you any audible indication that you've just won the race. Feel the smooth jam. Are you ready for the most generic racing game ever with the most generic title? It's All-Star Racing on the Sony PlayStation. All-Star from ZeniMax and Mud Duck. Feel the speed, more like feel the mediocrity. Released in 2002. Seriously? 2002. This was your answer to Gran Turismo? This has got to be the lowest budget racing game I've ever seen. Before you could just download crappy mobile games for free. These people tried to sucker you in with 4 racing games in one. Your every driving need is now fulfilled, claims the packaging. Well, let me tell you, 4 crappy racing games in one still equals 1 crappy racing game, which is exactly what this is. Now, to be fair, it functions. If you put it in your PlayStation, it should work. This looks like a game that belongs on the Hyperscan, not the PlayStation. It's like the publisher forgot that someone made this game in 1995. It was sitting on the shelf for all those years. Someone walks by like, oh shit, we forgot to release All-Star Racing. What year is it? 2002? Sure. Let's get the marketing team together and come up with some crap like climb into the driving seat of a high-tech stock car. This is 2002, people. Gran Turismo 3 was out by now. Alright, let's dig into this one. There's 4 styles of racing in All-Star Racing: GT, Classic Car, Stock Car, and Supercar Racing. Each of the racing styles has 3 tracks, so there's 12 tracks total. All the tracks feel like they were inspired by Gran Turismo. None of them are very good. And each of the racing styles has 3 different cars. But there's 6 cars on the track each time, so you'll always be racing against yourself and the other twins. Thankfully, we at least get real licensed cars, because I love the Fenzo 500. It's way better than the Manelli 748. Everyone knows that. But wait, there's more. How can there be more, you ask? Well, hang on to your seats, because if you set a great lap time, the game won't save it. You'll have to actually use a pencil and paper. That's right, by 2002, they just forgot how to use the PlayStation memory card. Love the sound effects. The only thing that All-Star Racing does well is that it works with the analog thumbstick on your PlayStation controller. This doesn't even have 2-player gameplay. If you're the type of person who thinks that Drive Club or Project Cars is disappointing, play this one. I do kind of appreciate their half-assed attempt to give you different fonts for each of the different racing styles. Like Classic Cars uses a pseudo-classical font. It really doesn't work. And the handling's not much better. I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between any of the cars. And if you haven't figured it out by now, just avoid this game. However, I've still got a giant classic game room shout out and thank you to send to Anthony from Columbus, Ohio, the All-Star State. Thank you, Anthony, for sending All-Star Racing. Seriously, 4 racing games in one? How can you go wrong? Well, they found a way. In fact, I would say they found 4 ways. Stick with Gran Turismo or numerous other decent driving games on the PlayStation, like Wipeout. Leave All-Star Racing to the All-Stars. This game needs a Gamecom release. The best of Classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.